welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Please welcome your 2026 Philadelphia Eagles.
Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 59 at quarterback, Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
Now a stoppage for an injured player, and it's Saquon Barkley, who appears to be shaken up. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Off the play fake, Hurts. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On play action, Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall, or in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
Out of bounds at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. It's good for a Niners first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On the ground, it's McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Jonathan Jones in on the tackle.
he's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 5. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay.
Still 3rd down.
So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
On the return, it's Covey. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Eagles offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll work this out to the 23. Renardo Green there to bring him down.
Renardo Green on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
Yards on the play.
A pickup there of 13. Good for an Eagles first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he stepped around one man, but he'll only wind up getting about a yard. 2nd down.
A gain of a yard.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
3rd and long for Hurts. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. But it looks like the Eagles are able to corral it, so Philly will retain possession. Now, after that near turnover, clock is stopped. We have an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's Braden Mann now. He's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Niners offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt first time they had it, but they'll try again in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Kirk is the motion man. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back in Philly in a moment. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. 1st down, 49ers.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. They get 22 yards there. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screenplays to the offensive lineman is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Make him start his rush over again before you slip out. Ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field.
He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And it'll be second down. They'll give to McCaffrey on the option. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
49er, first down. First and goal.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the one, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
James will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead.
Eagles nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. On play action, here's Hurts. Look wide, get this one complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Now a screen set up for Bigsby. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls in behind them, and that's the landmark of the screen play.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So It's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
Short pass taken in by the tight end.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. He takes off. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Philadelphia. 2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late.
Defense.
He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. So now then, 1st and goal from the 1. Saquon. And looked like he might have had a lane, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Barkley, and he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play, and now it is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Barkley. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling you.
They'll try it now with Bigsby. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Hank Bigsby. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. A safe kick taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Now Purdy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Brings up second and
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second and 10. Again, it's Purdy. And it's left side and caught by Evans. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
brings up third and
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Set to go now on first and 10. Throwing again is Purdy. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Final play of this first half. Here's Purdy. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, first and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
It's now second.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
The 49ers out to punt this one, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Automatic first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Andrew Makuba from his safety spot to make the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Kittle is the man in motion. On play action, here's Purdy. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay.
Still 3rd down.
The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Shotgun snap to Purdy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
It's 3rd down. It's a passing down. You know they're going to bring pressure. We've seen it time and time again. But as we've seen, this offensive line, they just haven't been able to handle the different looks the defense has thrown at them, and the sacks keep piling up.
The 49ers out for the punt, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. That'll be returnable from the 35. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Eagles offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. Low-scoring game, all time, 3rd quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. Quick throw, the RPO is complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll try to run here with Barkley. First down and more inside the 40. They'll get a new set of downs. It's a gain of 19.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Hurts. He'll get that complete to Dontavian Wicks. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. On the handoff, this is Barkley. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Here's Barkley. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
One more time, they try Barkley. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. He'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he won't get away. Good open tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after after this. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. This one is caught by Kirk. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the gun, it's Purdy. Throw left side, pulled in by Evans. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
And the 49er, 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A play fake. Now it's Purdy. He's got it inside the 5. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Here is Shipley on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with 1st down. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's second
He's
down
usually
and
such a
10.
reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. It looks middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First and
Goes
10
without
at the
saying, this is a
41-yard
huge
line.
drive. This game is all tied up. 4th quarter, that's a huge 1st down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
Again, Hurts. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll get this out to the left flat, and they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To the air again. Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout. They continue to roll, continue to move the chains. That was a gain of 15. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Elliott on now for the PAT. His kick is good, and the Eagles have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead.
14.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Got his man. It's Kirk. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. The Niners will use the 1st of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. on the run, McCaffrey. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
Well, that right there, Mike, is your once-a-game reminder of just the importance of short tackling. This run never gets anywhere near where it ends up if that initial hit was stronger and he was able to take him down.
Throwing on first down is Purdy. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big, explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
They'll come up now for second down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. Third down coming up.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Timeout 49ers. That is their second. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Final minute, one timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Purdy gonna put it up again. To the right side, and Kirk's got him.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Second down and 3. They'll throw again with Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
And it brings up third down.
The Philly faithful making some noise on their feet before third down. Again in the air for Purdy. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
And it all came down to that play. The offense finds themselves trailing all out of their timeouts. The defense knew they were one stop away from ending this game, and they came up big when their team needed it.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And an Eagles first down.
So it's a win here for the Eagles. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They're going to send their fans home quite happy.